around just to hunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it. Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
DC, ready? DC.
Jackson looking to throw right away. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate, what an effort. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. Running left is Edwards. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a...
And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division, there he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down and bulldozing his way through. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson, option left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watson off play action. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Edwards. Touchdown, Baltimore. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, 59! Hey, 31! Down, go!
On first down, it's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flowers going to go in motion right. On 3rd down here. And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to...
Touchdown! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Watson. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one on the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to fight.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off,
didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now they're in the hurry-up. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll run it here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Browns! Demetric Felton. 35 yards. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Strong to begin the drive to about the 48-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, here's Strong once more. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
That one caught by Felton. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and the lead will hold at 10. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. Down the right sideline.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away.
And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Again, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Now a handoff, but this is going to go the other way. A reverse.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And Watson's going to throw it here.